Hello everybody, as I sit underneath this huge and ancient oak tree, just like to discuss a few things with you. So, saw a report on the news today talking about how the long, hot and dry summer we are currently having here in the UK is adversely affecting crops in fields, etc. And this is a big issue, and to me it's further reinforced the importance of growing our own food, even if it's just a few potatoes in a tub, something like that. Because imagine it if you went to the supermarket and the crop that you wanted to purchase wasn't there. It might not be a big deal if it's something relatively minor, but over a period of time this could compound and this could carry on, and eventually the shelves in the shop may end up bare. Now, of course, hopefully this is an incredibly unlikely scenario, but it doesn't hurt to be a little bit prepared and to have a little bit of knowledge about how to start growing your own food, or grow a bit more of your own food. And it makes me think about, I'm sure if there's older viewers watching this, about the Dig for Victory during World War II, which people were encouraged to start growing a lot of their own food. Now, if you talk to people that were around during the war, and indeed during the rationing period after, you'll talk to people and many of them will say they can remember going to bed hungry. And this, of course, is a very horrible thing. And I would like people to obviously not have to endure this. So there's so much information out there about growing your own food. There's YouTube, there's books, there's other people you can talk to, there's community gardens. Now the information is out there. Watch my channel, watch other people's channels, whoever, but get the knowledge in your head and start doing it, because not only is it important for yourself, it's important for future generations, so that we don't lose the knowledge, so to speak. And it's important for the environment. It's very important for something like bees, that like to have the flowers to gather pollen in, things like that, where we all take this stuff for granted. And it's an incredibly simple idea of growing your own food, but how many people out there are actually doing it? And I understand people are busy, I really do, trust me, I know about being busy. And if you can just find a little bit of time to work towards the food security of yourself and society and your family, your friends, whatever. And there's a lot of problems going on at the moment. I'm not going to go into these right now, because it's not the place on this channel. This is a gardening channel. But growing your own food is one thing that you can do, because many people feel powerless about certain things, but growing your own food is one thing you can do that is incredibly positive on so many levels. And people might laugh at my passion in reinforcing the importance of this, but I think that it could become one of the most important things that you do. Now, once again, this isn't a political channel, and I'm not going to go political now. So if you think of something like the UK leaving the European Union, whether you voted for or against it, whether you believe the leaving of the EU is, whether you believe it's being handled properly or totally mishandled, again, that is irrelevant, but it could have effects. And being in a strong position of, what word am I looking for? Being bolstered, maybe, could be a good position to be in. So let's say certain crops we can't get at certain times of year. Okay, fine, that's going to happen anyway. It occurs in nature, doesn't it? Because you're generally, certainly in the UK, under natural conditions, you're generally not harvesting things like runner beans in January and February. A degree of seasonal eating and learning how to eat seasonally, and what grows in certain seasons, what crops produce in certain seasons. It's so basic, and many people might even consider it primitive knowledge, but it's all simple stuff. And as I stated before, it's a thing that we have got control over. Many things that we don't have control over these days, or things we don't have so much control over, that we would like more control over. But should the hit the fan and there's not food to eat, and you can sustain yourself for a little bit of time whilst things settle down, whatever causes it, whether it's political unrest or whether it's the weather, or even if it's for whatever reason you can't get to the shops. I mean, we had a harsh winter, didn't we, last winter, and a harsh summer, if you want to call it that, a hot summer. Food security is of utmost importance, and if you can just go out into your garden, your backyard, on your windowsill. I'm going to be doing some videos soon on windowsill growing for those of you who live in flats and apartments. Okay, I think you get what I'm saying. Make yourself strong and be resilient. Okay, take care, speak soon.